Welcome to Happenings. This is where we bring you news from the world of Happen, Health Advancement, Peer Partners, Empowerment Network. In this episode, I would like to introduce to you some of our ideas of one planet, that is sustainable development, and hopefully in the future we shall also talk about resilience. So years ago, we bought together with a lot of young friends a large piece of land to start the concept of sustainable agriculture. In reality, what we had was a piece of barren land that we had to restore and rejuvenate. So, under the auspices of Enrich Health Advancement, we started this project, planting about 2,000 mango trees, which over a period of several years started yielding mangoes. And soon after that, we started collecting some other birds, firstly pet birds, sort of, not really commercial birds, turkeys and roosters and geese. Under the auspices of the Enrich Health Advancement, we started by building a pond to retain rainwater and restore the groundwater reserves, because without groundwater reserves, farming would not be sustainable in this area. Undoubtedly, as the sun set, it was a beautiful sight to behold the water in the pond that actually would provide not only recharging of the groundwater, but many other pleasures. Very soon, we started to see that wild migratory ducks were landing in the pond and enjoying the water, and perhaps even catching a little fish to sustain themselves. The pond was not only an attraction for ducks, and some of these ducks had no doubt migrated by flying over large distances, but egrets and many other waterfowl. And amazingly, we also found that the peacocks like to come to the pond to taste the water and enjoy themselves. The peacocks, of course, are a wonderful sight to behold as they are romping around the entire property under the mango trees, enjoying themselves. Now, not only are peacocks beautiful, but they serve a very useful purpose, because they kill and eat the snakes around there, making the entire property much safer for the rest of us. And sometimes it's a sight to behold when dozens of peacocks we see are romping all over the property, really enjoying themselves. And in the beautiful trees that we see in the property, we see some beautiful weaver birds weaving their nests. These nests are really an amazing sight to behold. The incredible workmanship of these weaver birds enhance the entire enjoyment of the natural resources on this property. And here is a majestic lizard surveying the entire area, keeping watch on all that he can see, and no doubt making sure that pesky insects do not disturb the entire realm. So here's how it all started. So a little over 10 years ago when we came out here, it was all dry red soil, and we decided to replenish the groundwater to build a small pond. And I'm
so happy we did that because I love coming out here, sitting by the pond for hours and hours together, taking photographs of all of the wild birds that they come here. I've seen some beautiful cranes, some egrets, and a whole lot of other kinds of birds that I wish I could name, but they're just beautiful beyond compare. This is the kind of nature that uplifts the soul. It regenerates not just the land, but also our own souls. I've always loved nature. There is something calm, peaceful about sitting under a majestic banyan tree. I love trees. When I was young, I used to climb trees. It was great fun. I'd climb up the guava tree and actually eat unripe guavas. This is something that we should value. Nature is beautiful, and the environment in particular requires a great deal of repair work. When we first came to this property, it was all just barren brown soil, and now it has become a green, fertile oasis with lots and lots of trees. A lot of fruit trees, but also a lot of wild trees, banyan trees, wild custard apple trees, and lots of other beautiful wild trees that I don't know the names of. But they bring to this place a serene beauty that attracts a lot of beautiful birds. And I especially love the wild peacocks when they come out here. I'm told that at night wild boars also come, but I haven't yet seen them. This is what we need to do. We need to think about replenishing our degraded environment, all of the land. In particular, think about regenerative farming, agri-forests. This will make our environment cleaner, more sustainable, and is also economically viable for the rural population, particularly in a place like India, where the majority of the population is still rural, and at least half of this population derives some of their income, or perhaps even the major part of their income, from agriculture or agri-related businesses. If we wish to restore the environment, we need to think holistically about not only a beautiful looking place with lots of trees, but also how it can be productive for all of the people who are in and around those areas. We need to have the ability to give people a livelihood in addition to a life. That is all part of One Health. A restoration, a rejuvenation, and regeneration of the environment.
So HAPPEN, Health Advancement Peer Partners Empower Network, encompasses One Health and One Planet. So like Gandhi says, be the change that you want to see in the world. Join us. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be powerful. Power is an illusion. Authority is a delusion. Responsibility is reality. Thank you.